So to your point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we? Because I'm sure you see it. I see it all the time. I see people who have been victimized in our classes, right? Whether it was due to them being in the wrong place at the wrong time or hanging out with the wrong people who brought in that wrong energy, whatever happened, right? Now they've got that vibe, right? So what do you do? I know what I do, but what do you do to like help them work with overcoming that and presenting themselves differently and kind of gaining that confidence?
Just get them the information, right? How to think about that differently.
Yeah.
Um,
Take the emotion out of it.
right.
Yep. And
Right.
just look at it logically.
Right.
Yeah.
And we will, in our awareness class, I'll take them out and, get them walking around and kind of show them, shoulders up a little bit,
Yeah.
head up,
Yeah.
look at people.
Yeah.
It's,
Eye contact is big.
yeah. It's not as bad as it used to be, right? So like I've noticed now, like I work in DC a lot for my day job,
Okay.
and I make eye contact and I'll say, "Hi, how you doing? Have a nice day."
Yeah.
And, people got really you could just uncomfortable with it. Now people are, engaging more
Okay,
now.
interesting.
So I think they're
How long
coming
ago
up.
was that you were sort of testing people's comfort?
Before COVID
Okay.
and through COVID, and then COVID really, really spiked that.
A little
Everybody
bit.
stay
Yeah.
away from
Don't
me
even
type
breathe on me
stuff.
or in my
Right.
direction. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think everybody's kind of settling down a little bit, and getting
Around.
back into,
Yeah.
being polite again
All right. Right.
out in public. But again, that doesn't mean you can get your guard down.
No.
But
Absolutely.
I think
I like to tell my students so usually I do like a Saturday, Sunday, right? So Saturday night, I'm like, hey guys, go out to dinner. I want you to get a seat in the window if you can, or at least where you're by the door so you can watch people coming in. And I want you to look for, because we go over like what it looks like when somebody's carrying and they're constantly adjusting, right? Notice people's moods. Notice if they are literally oblivious to everything around them. Pay attention to everybody. Are they looking at their phone? Are they walking with purpose? Just like you said, right? Like shoulders down, head down. Or are we walking someplace to go with a good speed?
right.
Right? So yeah, I have them play a little game, and then they come back the next day, and then we talk about it.
Right.
And all of them are usually really excited. I saw so many people.
Right,
It is
right.
insane.
Yeah.
And so it's so lovely to see that awareness happen, isn't it?
It is. It is. And it's kind of funny because, my father wasn't, it wasn't about being aware or anything, but we would go like Christmas Eve to the mall and just sit on a bench and watch people walk
Okay.
by.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve was crazy
Oh yeah,
back in the 70s.
psycho. Yes,
You know,
people were
so-
fighting over toys.
Right.
They did it in the
So,
'80s too, right?
Yeah, and I think that's what kind of got me, focused on the awareness aspect of it without really knowing back then.
Yeah.
It just taught me how to, be aware
Yeah.
and keep that awareness without being paranoid. And that's what, that's something we got to get over to our students too. Is everybody thinks that, being aware is being paranoid. You're
It's
looking
not.
for something. It's
No.
not. It's once you get it honed,
Mm-hmm.
it's just in the background running.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. And really, just so talking about the event that happened earlier today, right? I was grocery shopping today. I was aware of where I parked. Right. I like to park near. If I know I'm going to have a cart, I'm not just getting one or two things. I like to park right where I can deposit the cart. Right.
Right. Yep.
So it's right there. I don't have to leave my car again. Right. And I just check, and I'm making eye contact with people who want to make eye contact with me. Sometimes I like to wear sunglasses so people can't see that I'm checking them out.
Right.
And I just do it inside. And it just makes me more comfortable too, because I can really observe a little bit more safely without coming off as aggressively.
Right.
It almost looks like, I'm just here just to get my stuff done. I'm in
Right.
such a hurry that I don't even have time to take my sunglasses off.
Right.
Right? And I'm
Yep.
just buzzing around because I got my list. I'm going. And, every new corner, I just take a glance, keep walking, right?
Yep.
And every time I get in the line, take a glance, do my stuff, get out of there. And then, of course, as you're approaching, as soon as I walk out the door, I'm scanning as far and as close, and just making sure everything's relatively okay, right?
Nobody's too close.
Yeah,
Nobody's
yeah.
focused on you.
Yes. Nobody's watching me from a distance, or I watch for other people getting panhandled because I've seen that a lot.
Right.
And again, they do not come to me if they're trying to nicely panhandle and I'm by myself because I glare at them. I'm like, don't do it. You know,
I'm the same way. You
Yeah.
see it coming.
You're just
from
like,
a mile
no.
away. It just start shaking.
Yeah,
your head.
nah,
the
bro.
the minute they
No.
change direction,
Yep.
it's like nope.
Yep.
No. I don't
Yep.
care what you need. Sorry, don't have it.
Yes, yes.
Right. But and it comes off. You know, sometimes I feel bad about it because what if he really did need something? But for the most part, it's
I
like,
stopped
I'm
feeling
sorry.
bad about it because I kept getting manipulated,
Right.
right? Like
Right.
the last time I gave anybody money was a blue-haired old lady in a house dress. And I fell for it. It was like 10 years ago.
Right.
But I mean,
Oh.
I fell for it. She went around, she came up to me, oh, ma'am, I just need some money for my gas tank. And I just left the house real quick to get some stuff and yada, yada, yada. I was like, oh, all right, sure, no problem. I watched her go and do that to 4 more people. I was like, you know what? I deserve that. I deserve that. That was on me. That was on me. I
Yep.
got tricked by the old lady, you know?
Right. Right.
Listen, that's the thing, right? I feel like with one thing that I am noticing is that there's more brazen things happening because there's more desperation happening,
Absolutely.
you know? So with all this crap with COVID and then really creating, a lot of people having trouble finding jobs with the government clearing out a lot of their people, right? So more and more people are really just getting more and more desperate. And so I just make sure that I'm aware. And yes, without being paranoid.
Right.
You don't want to have an anxiety attack every time you got to leave the house. You
Right.
know, that's what's the purpose of having the great equalizer, right, on your body
Right.
if it's not gonna put you at ease a little bit, you know.
Right. Right.
So not that you ever want to use it, right? But
Exactly.
but the point is like you have a better chance of survival if something,
Right.
right?
But with that, are we really going to get in a situation
God, I
where
hope
we,
not.
we need to use it and can?
Yeah,
That,
right,
that's a
right.
whole different rabbit hole to go down
Absolutely.
with concealed carry. And something that, as instructors, we don't teach enough of. And
Of what?
that's close quarter gun retention,
Uh-huh.
accessing your firearm in close quarters.
You're not wrong. Absolutely.
There's not a whole lot of people that can teach it.
Yep.
And once you've taken one of those classes,
Oh, it's very humbling, isn't it?
you realize, wow.
Yep. I did that with a knife
Yep.
course.
Yep.
I was very humbled,
Yep.
and then I realized I had to change my entire modus operandum in terms of how I was training jujitsu.
Right.
So there's no more pulling guard. There's no
Right,
more
yeah.
dropping to my back because that's just for competition.
Exactly.
And I'm not really in jujitsu to compete. I'm in jujitsu that can be fun, and or one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but still fun in a weird way.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm not there for that. I'm there to learn to defend myself. And so I realized I was like, well, that's not an option anymore. I'm gonna have to do takedowns, or I'm gonna have to do other things.
Right.
So it was very, very
Absolutely.
humbling.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's something that, I bring up to my students is that if, this isn't the end all be all.
Oh, God, no.
Know, there's stuff you got to know before you get to the gun.
1,000%. Yeah.